Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
We're going to talk about The Boys Season 3 till Episode 5. Spoilers alert.
Major spoilers
Major spoilers. We're going to talk everything up until Episode 5. You have been warned. Please turn the video off if you have not watched all 5 episodes. Here we go. We're going to do some predictions. Won-Jin.
Well,
No. Let me go first.
Okay.
Won-Jin, the moment I saw Episode 5, we just talked about this a little bit, but I think Homelander's going to die.
We're thinking that Soldier Boy... Well, we're going to think the Soldier Boy is going to kill Homelander.
Yeah.
And he's going to become the next villain.
I think so.
The next big problem for the characters.
One of the reasons why, like, we think that... I don't know if you... Like, there's a reason. I don't know if you saw the trailer, but in a trailer, there's this particular scene where Homelander is beating the living crap out of somebody, presumably killing him. But he's a skinny guy, whoever he's beating up on. But remember, on like episode 4 or 3, we get to see Homelander naked.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah, I like that scene because it kind of makes fun of Homelander even more. How much of a
narcissist he is.
Not just that, but how fake his the muscle suit is. Like he's just a skinny guy. He's like a regular ISO cell kind of guy.
I think we've also seen Homelander partly naked before in the previous season when he was like having that weird making love session with himself. Himself.
Yeah. But we never see his top off though. And it was another character.
Okay.
But we get to see that he's not built like Henry Cavill. He's built like Christian Bale on the Machinist. Like he weighs like 150 pounds or something. So that was a big hint for me. I didn't know what that hit was until I saw episode 5 though. Until I figured out what like Soldier Boy's power was. Which was a huge surprise. I mean, we presume that it's the ability to nullify a superhero's power, right? Because Kimiko can't heal anymore. Now, the only question is if this is a permanent thing or is it like a temporary thing?
We'll have to see. But I have this feeling that it's temporary.
Okay.
Like the moment you say it, I think it's going to be temporary.
Because Kimiko needs to come back. Yeah,
she needs to come back. And also, I think, well, we're assuming that Soldier Boy is going to kill Homelander.
Yeah.
But another prediction that I have is Soldier Boy is going to shoot Homelander with that beam of his, and it's going to take away his powers. But as soon as Soldier Boy becomes out of control, just like Homelander, because in episode 5, we see a lot of similarities between Soldier Boy and Homelander. So when Soldier Boy gets out of control, we're gonna see Homelander join forces with the boys to stop Soldier Boy, and his power's gonna come back eventually.
Oh man, that's a wild prediction, but now that you lay it out, that's a possibility. Because this show is about my enemy is my enemy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even think of that. But before we go to, like, you mentioned a good point. I love how season 5 was structured. Like, 'cause you have the scene with Homelander and Maeve, and then they have...
When Maeve pours out the truth to his face that she never liked him.
Yeah. And then in the later episode, we get a similar scene with Soldier Boy and Crimson Countess.
Yeah, after Seth Rogen's pleasure time... got interrupted.
Yo, but like, shout out to Seth Rogen. But do you remember in season 1 and 2, he was like a movie director or something. He appeared in like 5-second scenes where he's like directing VOT movies, like with Black Noir. So
I mean, shout out to all the cameos. I think I saw Charlize Theron in one of the episodes. It's hilarious.
Yo, that caught me off guard. Like that's definitely like Seth Rogen's like friendship going on.
I was thinking, hold on, wait a minute. I was sort of confused because I saw Charlize Theron at the end of Doctor Strange. I think wasn't she there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was like
she was like another like superhero kind of thing, and that kind of overlapped with that scene. So I was thinking, wait a minute, what am I watching? And then I realized it's just a cameo.
No, but it was hilarious how she said those German things. our beautiful kids are. Don't stack it. I was like, I was convinced that
We have to free ourselves from the Untermenschen.
Yo, whoever wrote that script is a genius. And I can't believe, like, but anyway, that was a good scene, though. Mm-hmm. It almost made me wish she was cast for real. But season 5, let's talk about season 5 before we make some predictions.
You mean season 3?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 3. Rest of season 3. Mm-hmm. Like, how'd you like it so far?
I like it very much. Mm-hmm. I mean, the moment I saw episode 1, I was enticed by it. At the same time, mm-hmm. I was disturbed. Oh yeah, because to all of you who've seen
that's
the first episode where the termite, mm-hmm. that this supposed Ant-Man kind of character, mm-hmm. has this like weird twisted sex with mm-hmm. I don't know who, mm-hmm. and it.
You know what I learned from this show though? It takes a lot of creative to be disgusting and new at the same time.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, the creative team behind this entire series is they gotta be high while they're scripting this.
I mean, it might be because because it's not just gore for gore's sake. You know how like we can get tired of gore, but they make it still shocking somehow.
Yeah, they have so many creative ways of disturbing us.
Yeah. So which scene did you like better? The termite scene or Kimiko fighting with superhero dildos against the Russian oligarch?
I think the termite scene was a little more disturbing because I think at the time I was eating something. Okay. So it was extra disturbing for me. Yeah. The dildo scene was kind of okay.
You know what I like about that termite scene too? Like it's kind of taunting the audience too. You know how like it's like the thing is, how dare you judge me? Keep watching. You thought we wouldn't do a close up inside the erectile functioning organ, right? Here you go. Now keep watching, and then
watch him rub the walls.
Oh my god.
But anyway, so it was very disturbing, but I was not bored at any moment. And it kept me interested at all times. Mm-hmm. And I was really curious on how the Victoria Neuman character was going to play out.
She's my favorite character in the season so far. Mm-hmm. Like as a fresh face. Because she like this is what the show does great is it gives dimension to every character.
Yeah.
Like then again, why do they always have to throw the kid in? Like, because remember, like Translucent from the first season, he had a son.
Yeah.
So Huey felt bad about it. Mm-hmm. Then they always throw in the kid thing. Mm-hmm. I guess that hits us like in something primal. So I do feel sorry for Neuman, but I do wonder about the limits of her power, though.
Yeah.
Like when Homelander was taunting her, to why don't you give it a shot?
Pop my head off or something.
Yeah, I actually wanted to say, try it at least. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, who knows, right? Mm-hmm. So that's fascinating, but I like the relationship she has with Stan Edgar. It goes to show how conniving like Stan Edgar is. Mm-hmm. Like his flashback was also awesome though.
Yeah, like the Nicaragua flashback. Yeah, when we see the young Stan Edgar and the old team. Mm-hmm. What were they called?
Payback.
Oh, Payback. That's right, Payback. Bunch of idiots.
Except Soldier Boy, though. He looked like he knew what he was doing in the scene. But
I also like the actress who played the young Mallory.
Oh, yo, that young actress was fantastic. But like Colonel Mallory, whoever casted her, like. It's so perfect. I never saw like somebody I would say yes ma'am to like the moment I saw her. Yes ma'am. I'm sorry ma'am.
You can just feel the authority.
Yeah.
The moment you look at her.
I'm sorry I failed to serve my country. No, but that scene was also brilliant in the fact that we finally get to see Black Noir.
Yeah.
Like his origin story.
Taking his mask off.
Yeah. Because every member of the Seven, we know the history of. A-Train,
the
Homelander, Maeve, the Deep, Starlight, and then finally we know a little bit about Black Noir. It seems like he's like a Deadpool in Wolverine.
Yeah,
he's like a machine now. Cause so like Nicaragua brain dead him, and then like Vought somehow put a chip in him or something.
I like the detail where he was the kind of like doodling in the middle of the meeting.
Yeah. No, but he used to be like A-Train before A-Train. And what's sad is, this is what's so brilliant about the show. He's a black guy being called Black Noir, but he can't take off his mask.
Which literally means black. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not allowed to take off his mask. And Stan Edgar is black. He's black. So
the irony.
Yeah, the fuckery that goes on is like there's never a scene that we never gets new detail or we're bored of. And that's what's good about this.
Yeah. So I can tell that this has been a very good season because I'm having trouble distinguishing which episode was which because they were all so good.
Oh. No, but the saddest one for me, a little bit disappointed though, a Supersonic dying.
Oh.
I honestly thought he would have a bigger role. Like at least show us a scene with him like near the finale or something. Like resist Homelander or something, and we get to watch his melon get crushed or something, you know, because like I was kind of disappointed at that though, because the casting was really good. He gave the good boy vibe, but the sad thing about that is I think another character surprising turn, A-Train. A-Train is like the Deep in season 2. You know how in season 2 it's basically the redemption arc of the Deep, which is like
became completely worthless.
No, because season 2 was so intense that I appreciate the Deep scenes because like it's like a comic relief thing going on, right? Like a Don Quixote trying to like but here we get a dimension to A-Train. And it's funny to me how confident the show is to play the race card, though, because that could backfire. But here, they show the complexity of it really well. Because A-Train is a celebrity, he's also always self-serving. But now in season 5, we see his brother get his back broken, right? So
he got hurt while he was trying to make things right with what's his name, Blue Hawk.
Yeah. That racist. But here, the big question is, will A-Train like side with his cause or still remain the self-serving asshole that he has been? You know, and that brings like a really interesting dimension to the character too. Because in season 1, I hated A-Train. Like he was such a prick.
You know, up until this point, I still don't like A-Train. I've never liked him. I
mean, but isn't he like playing that like usual like washed up actor like Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? He had his prime, but in season
he's a has-been.
Yeah. In season 1, he isn't has-been yet, but up to season 2 and 3, we see him turn into has-been, and there is a really sad element to that.
Yeah,
I love the scene between him and Deep, like almost getting to fights. Oh yeah.
And then Homelander approaches to stop the fight.
Oh my god.
Oh, and I love the part where Homelander heard him say "fuck you, man," and he comes back.
Oh, that was.
And he grabs him by the neck. What the fuck did you just say to me? With his eyes glaring with lasers, like say it again.
Every time they flip the Superman power thing, it always like blows my mind. Cause
it's so terrifying.
Oh. And this season, another favorite after like Congresswoman Neuman is Ashley. I love Ashley in this season. Like, cause I loved her in season 2. Cause she's basically like, you know, like the question is like, what would I have done if I was in her shoe, right?
No superpower.
Yeah.
Surrounded by like this narcissistic superpower human.
Like that could kill you horribly. A company that could crush you. So like, what would you do, right? And I love the little detail about the abuse of power. Because she says the exact same thing
Homelander told her
to that
is your idiot brain being fucked by stupid?
And then that was not a rhetorical question. Yo,
and then that has a strange twist.
Oh my god. And another scene I loved is like the power dynamic. It goes back to Edgar. I love how even when he's down, because you got to remember Homelander can like read people's like blood pressure. So when Edgar Stan is saying something, Homelander can actually read whether he's telling the truth or not. And here's a man who's a mortal, who just told Superman, you're a piece of shit, and I meant it. You're nothing. And that line, like, why? What good would that do in the bottomless pit that you call a soul, which is insecurity, like the mental wound.
Oh, that is so savage.
Oh, I almost felt bad for Homelander though. Like he's the ultimate daddy issue. His scene with the Stormfront, like jerking him off, and then even when Stormfront kills himself, he says the first thing he says is "on my birthday." What a sick fuck, right? I mean, you almost feel sorry for the guy.
It's like a textbook. What's it called? Narcissistic personality disorder.
Yeah. And another scene I'm looking forward to is Ryan actually showing some of his powers too. I love the scene where he's playing nice with William Butcher, and Butcher becomes an asshole, and then he says, "Don't abandon me," and then Butcher says one of the most
harshest thing that he can say to a child.
Yeah, basically saying,
it's like basically you killed your mom.
Yeah, you killed your mom. Why would I love you? And then he just walks in. But I have a hint that Ryan's a good soul, though. Like the good thing about the difference between Homelander and Butcher, because I like this though. I like the fact that when Butcher has his power, it's almost like Homelander.
Yeah.
So it's like a mirror image of each other, right? So
like when he kills gunpowder, you can tell.
You can tell it's like the Homelander fetish thing. Eye laser. But I love the dialogue with Mother's Milk. And showing us Butcher's humanity. So he
hated every moment of it.
Oh, yeah.
And because it amplified what he hates about himself.
Oh, yeah. And I love the fact that the show is still going. Is Butcher, is he still savable, though? And then he cares about Huey, obviously. He loves him. Because he gets that flashback this time with Huey. When Huey throws up, Butcher gets a flashback of a kid, which we assume is the brother he was talking about in season 2.
Oh, I assumed that it was Ryan.
No.
Because it went by so fast.
No. Because even before he took the V-24, he had a lot of hallucination, and he saw Homelander in the TV, but he also saw a kid. So I think that's his brother. Yeah, there's that. So one of my another prediction is I think Huey and Butcher is gonna have a brotherly moment that is very tragic, and I think Starlight might die in that process. Okay, you disagree? Come on, let me hear it.
I don't know. Would they really kill off Starlight? Because so far what I've seen from Starlight is she's very good at mediating things, and I think she knows very well how to diffuse Homelander when he's agitated. She has that quality of her speech has a certain quality where she can just diffuse him.
But one thing is though, I feel like up to season 3 they've been doing the Disney thing where they didn't kill off one of the main characters. But I think now that it's season 3, it's time one of the main characters died. It's like Game of Thrones. Like that's my I don't have a solid proof. It's just my overall impression of how Huey keeps saying, "I'm gonna save your Starlight." He said that in like almost every episode until episode 5. You know that? But at the last moment, episode 5, he chooses Soldier Boy and Butcher over Starlight. And I think that's going to cause a tragedy where Starlight will save Huey again, except that will cost Starlight's life.
Okay, I think that would be a great...
Like thematically makes sense, you know what I mean?
It will make sense.
Yeah.
And I think it'd also be very convincing.
Yeah.
But I also think if they're going to kill somebody, one of the main characters off, I think it might be Frenchie.
Oh, that's another good point.
Because we know that he's now in trouble.
Okay, hey, now that you bring it back, like let's trade our list. My official endangered list: Homelander. Now that you mentioned Frenchie, Maeve, and Starlight. I also think Maeve might die this season. Because I feel like they built Soldier Boy up so much. It kind of feels different from Stormfront in season 2. Because in Stormfront, like I felt like they were always gonna offer. But here, I feel like the build-up is so big about Soldier Boy. I need some monologues, yo.
And we know that Soldier Boy is is powerful enough to replace Homelander.
I think the only thing he can't do is fly.
Or can't he?
I don't think he can because he got on a plane to get back to America.
He had to sneak on an airplane to come back to the States.
I think basically he's like a ground version of Superman without the I-beam and the flight. But he can now do the
nuclear explosion thing.
Yeah, which is crazier, by the way. Yeah, so I don't know, like, and that actor is really good. I love that actor. I can't think of his name, but he plays he's handsome, but he plays genuine and evil really well. So I feel like he would make a perfect like new Homelander. Like, think about it. If Edgar Stan is behind all of this, Homelander dies, what will Vought do? Remember, I love the dialogue from, I think, season 2 or was it season 1? Maeve tells Starlight, the house never loses. Who is the house? It's always Vought. If the superhero dies...
Yeah. And now that you say it, I think it's more convincing because now in this season they brought this character called Legend, who used to manage these old school heroes.
Yeah. Oh,
remember Elizabeth Shue, who used to play what's her name? Well, I forgot her name in the series, but Elizabeth Shue, who got her skull
bashed.
Burnt out.
Oh
by,
yeah.
Homelander.
Stillwell.
Yeah, Stillwell. Since she's gone, I mean, I think it's perfect timing for him to come back.
Yeah.
And take control of the
that's
talents.
another good possibility. Yeah. I mean, there's no way they cast him just to make him like not reappear, right? That was a good casting, by the way. I loved all his fucking lines too.
Well, now if I talk about my Endangered List, I think it's gonna be
okay.
Let's see.
Oh,
maybe Homelander.
Okay.
I think A-Train. Something's gonna happen to A-Train.
That's true.
I bet. Remember, because the show's been hinting that his heart's got problems. There's gonna be a point where he has no choice but to run, and I think his heart's gonna give out.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And Frenchie, I'm worried about Frenchie. He might die.
Or Kimiko.
And Kimiko is gonna seek revenge, and she's gonna want her powers back, just to avenge.
Oh, that's good.
Avenge Frenchie.
That's really good. That's really good. That's a possibility. But that also means Kimiko could die too.
Yeah.
You know, because I think, okay, safe people. I think Mother's Milk is safe. Shout out to MM for wearing those Wu-Tang t-shirts, by the way. I fucking love his personality. And Huey won't die too. I feel like Huey and Butcher is heart of the show. Because they started all of this.
And remember, the show's called The Boys.
Oh, that's true. The boys need to go on. Or maybe Mallory will die too. Like, because
she's with Ryan.
Exactly.
And Homelander's going to find out where he is.
Yeah. And she doesn't seem the type to back down. She's much more like Butcher.
And I'm sorry, but I think she's had her run.
Yeah.
I think she's had her run in life. No regrets.
Yeah.
She's gonna die fighting for Ryan.
Yeah, and I would love a dialogue where Ryan reminds her of her grandchildren who got killed by a lamplighter or something that came from season 1. So like there's definitely a beautiful arc for her too. Because that actress is, oh my god,
badass.
I mean, how could you cast the perfect actress? Like, I can tell Butcher respects her, and there's Butcher rarely respects people in this show.
And the banter that goes on between them.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't fucked the blue. And remember, it reminded me of season 1 when Butcher killed that Home Alone actor, mesmerized, the memory guy. He kills him in the toilet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, read my thought. And oh shit, that's how dark you are. So like, you know, but I mean, so far, see, this is what I like about this show. Every episode is such a surprise for me. Like I could have not predicted anything in season 5. Yeah, it kept me so entertained. Oh! Another kill list, Black Noir.
Black Noir?
Yeah. I think the reason why they showed him in the flashback is he's gonna play some kind of. I think his mind is gonna come back for a moment. Remember, if Soldier Boy shoots him, like what happens to him?
Oh, that's right. He used to work with Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
That's right.
So like that, I thought that was a big hint. I feel like Noir and Soldier Boy is gonna have a fight, and Soldier Boy is gonna say something like, "What happened to you, Noir?" And I think we're gonna get to find out more about what Black Noir's exact state right now is, because we can't tell if he's like a Terminator or he actually has like free will. Because like in season 2, remember like he got butchered by the throat, and then there was a camera here or something, and it felt like Edgar Stan was Stan Edgar
watching,
like remote controlling him almost. So like I think that would be interesting because Soldier Boy will say something when he meets Black Noir. And what if he gets shoot by the beam, and his like memory comes back? Oh shit! That's why the show is good. Because now that I brought that up,
so many possibilities.
No, now that I brought that up, I feel like Black Noir could end up killing Stan Edgar. Because there's a beef there, right? Because like before he lost his mind,
I was thinking Homelander would eventually kill Stan Edgar, but maybe it could be Noir.
Yeah, I mean, I think Homelander. Because remember, Homelander is all tough talk, but he can never really kill, like... Okay, never mind. Like, he did kill Stillwell, but... Because even that Vogel bomb doctor, he didn't kill him. He paralyzed him. So, I think Stan Edgar... And besides, everything's... Because the reason why this video is titled, Will He Implode or Explode, is because we're seeing Homelander... getting fucked by real regular shit, right? What about the EBITDA margin, sir?
You think you're better than me? Is that what it is?
Yo, if I was a board of director who heard that, I would go to MSNBC right now and say, our CEO is fucked up. Like, who chose him, yo? Like, dude, you're supposed to be, you're supposed to know what you're talking about.
And he's gonna find himself completely helpless, just like Stan Edgar had predicted.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah, he's gonna agonize over it. Why won't people love me?
Oh my god. And that line against Starlight saying, "Oh, we have grown-up problems," and he's talking about margins like he know what he's talking about. I mean, I think the problem with Homelander is he has cunning, but he doesn't have vision. You know what I mean? Like, cause think about it. Like, if you have Superman powers, like, why would you think about like showing what do you need to prove? Don't you think you would actually do the Superman thing and say, I can kill all these ants, but shall I save them? Or, I'll save them. I'll think about the universe. Make a Justice League, for example.
Well, I love the part where he reacts to Starlight's blackmail on releasing the airplane video. Like, what his actual plan is. Like, completely paralyze the government.
Yeah, those are all true statements.
Yeah, and just slaughter everybody.
Yeah, that was true statement. That reminded me a little bit of Ultron from What
That was
If.
chilling.
Yeah. But that actor sells it. That's what it is.
His eyes, man.
Oh my
They're
god.
so dead and crazy.
And the milk fetish thing and the mother thing.
Oh, so creepy.
Okay, one character that I do not wish to die is William Butcher. Like, he's one of the reasons why I watch the show. One of the main cast, I mean. The new characters are always great, too. And season 3, I love the Deep. Like, this...
You know who I love more than the Deep?
Who?
His wife.
Oh, man.
I love how she's, like, controlling him. Like, every single word that comes out of his mouth, she's, like, mouthing it right behind him.
I know. And they cast her so well, too. She looks like Goody Two-Shoes. She's so ruthless. When she sent a text, eat the fucking octopus. Oh, my God. It's a South Korean delicacy. Guilty here, Koreans. But, that was sick, though. Yo, this show is the most progressive show ever.
Yeah,
you know
because
that?
remember, just before that scene, we saw Deep making love to his wife, and he was talking with that octopus.
He was talking with Timothy?
Yeah.
Damn.
And they got him from the tank.
Oh my god, that
And
makes
that's why the Deep said, I can't eat him, he's my friend.
Jesus Christ, that makes it sicker. And then when he eats it, he's praying. See, I felt bad for Aquaman. So that's what talking to fish is like. It reminded me of like every sea animal that Deep gets friends with ends up dead. Like the dolphin from season 1 gets thrown out of the car, and that whale from season 2. He never gets a break, Deep. But the actor is really good, though. Oh, man. Anyway, we're middle of the season so far.
How many episodes is it planned for? 8? Okay,
yeah,
so
I think every
we're
season
more than
so
halfway
far had
done.
8 episodes. I think it's also the perfect length, too. Because I think they could have gone longer, but I think they cut off a lot of the crazy stuff, like the ideas they actually have. Like my thought is they actually film longer. I mean, all shows do that, but I feel like they probably do like even crazier stuff. And I bet the season 3 ideas, like the termite having sex that way, I think that they probably already had that idea back in season 1.
They were just like waiting for the right timing to put it in.
Because they're like,
how are we gonna show people how fucked up these heroes are?
No, imagine like them pitching the show to Amazon and they reading the first script and
so he went inside his penis and then he sneezes and he dies.
Okay. And
okay.
Then they have sex over a dead body after Homelander breaks it with his hand. Okay, let's tone it down. Let's see if the audience wants it. You know, like who wouldn't say that? Like, because even now, like season 3 is really good, but I still remember when I first saw season 1, like how shocking it was. Like that I think that memory it's like watching the first season of The Shield.
Oh, okay.
I had that vibe where like just them crossing the line so much. Like it's never the same thing. I mean, it's
shit,
good.
Did that just happened?
Exactly. Remember that like plane scene in season 1?
Yeah.
Where I'll laser every fucking one of you. We can't save them. Like the complete like,
let's just take the girl so they can tell us that we let them all die.
Oh yeah, that was dark. That was dark. And it's not just the gore that's dark, it's what's being discussed. So that's
the complete lack of humanity that is disturbing.
Yes and no, because this season, it keeps telling us that Homelander is mortal after all. In the soul department. And it's crazy how like Stan Edgar reads people really well. He's penetrating like that. He just reads Homelander right off the bat. You're just bad product. Insecurity? That's not power. That's not power. And I loved his speech against Starlight. Because everything is demonstration of power. Oh, girl from Kansas. Sir, I'm from Iowa. Whatever. Anyway. Fuck that. Yeah, approval rating. Here you go. Power is bending to the will. And
I'm offering you real power.
Yeah. He's like the Emperor from Star Wars. Yes. Have you heard of the tragedy of Soldier Boy? how he ended up. And then I think... I forgot about my Endangered List. I think Neuman might die too. I think Huey might kill her. I think maybe she kills Starlight and Huey might end up offing her. Because I think there's no way they're showing Huey and Neuman that close. Because I love the bagel scenes.
Yeah. They were just like... just a couple buddies.
No, but from what I can tell, Neuman doesn't have actual like physical protection. Because that other guy could like hurt her. So I think Huey might end up killing her. Like Huey. Huey is the one to do it. Because if this show is good at anything, it's... You thought it couldn't get worse, we're going to torture you mentally. That's what this show does. And what better to do than have Huey kill Neuman? Like, kill her. And I bet her daughter is messed up.
Or they will come to a point where they need to kill each other. Huey hesitates. Someone else kills Neuman, yeah.
That's possible too. No, but that brings up a good question. Would Neuman's power work on Starlight though? That brings up a question.
So it's still a lot of unanswered questions. We don't know how far her power reaches because we've seen in the previous season where she just like pops a person's head from a very distant location. And we also saw her pop heads of heroes, like Soups. So I was guessing that maybe she could also kill Homelander, but she just chose not to.
I don't know. Maybe it's like the translucent thing. Remember, translucent was untouchable outside.
Oh, but from the inside.
Yeah. That's why they stuck a bomb up his ass because he was untouchable outside. So maybe there's something going on there. So, but that's interesting though. But I do think Neuman will be involved in some kind of fight scene at the end. Because I think there will be a fight scene with her just blowing people up like balloons. But something's got to stop her, and it's either like Homelander or Soldier Boy. Oh, her daughter might die too. Like her daughter, she took the compound V. We don't know what happens, but her spine is working that way.
That reminded me of the Abomination from the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, that's so good. Maybe she turns into a monster. Because remember, like, even Deep has gills. So, oh my god. And I wasn't clear, what... Is she the daughter of Stan Edgar? Like the baby?
I think she was like a... Not a baby, but just like a test subject.
No, I don't mean Neuman, but I mean Newman's daughter.
Oh.
My question is, who's
because
the father?
Where's the husband then? That was also my question.
No, but there was a scene with Stan Edgar reading her a book, and then let me talk to your mother. So I wasn't clear whether, like, Stan Edgar is your father figure / husband. So what's going on there? That was kind of confusing. I don't know whose father the daughter is. And in this show, that's important because Ryan's dad is Homelander. So
that's right.
That was a little bit of mystery of me. Hey. Let's give a mid-season grade now. Mid-season. Yeah, mid-season grade. Let me go first. Between awesome and garbage. Of course I'm going to give a fucking awesome. Oh, yeah. This is by far the best rated R show I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah.
Best.
I agree. I got to agree to this. So I would also give it an awesome.
Yeah.
And it's the most enticing and most intriguing show of this year so far for me.
Oh, man, that's high praise. Makes Obi-Wan Kenobi looks like shit in comparison, right? Yeah. I mean, it almost made me wish Obi-Wan Kenobi was rated R.
Yeah. And because The Boys, with every episode, I think they're delivering above my expectation.
Oh, that's good. And you know what I like about that? Now that you brought that up, they're not just doing rated R for rated R's sake. It's kind of like Deadpool, the first one.
Yeah, in order to tell the story, it's got to be R-rated.
Yeah, it's such an adult thing. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
we look forward to the next episodes.
Not just the next episode, but we have 3 episodes remaining. I disagree with you. I gotta give Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul has been better for me though. Like, just the emotional intensity.
Okay, now that you say it, then
like Better Call Saul.
I think it's on par with The Boys for me.
Like Better Call Saul is like a great French restaurant because you don't know what you're eating, but it sure is expensive and classy. But Boys are like Wendy's. Wendy's hot, and Wendy's at their prime. Where every sandwich tasted like a gift from God,
and with their baked potato with chili and cheese.
Yeah, GMO hash browns, corn-fed cows.
Where's the meat? I'll show you where the meat is.
Yeah, guilty pleasure. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. That's our mid-season review so far of The Boys.
Tell us what you think.
Subscribe, like, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. See ya.